draft horses. The reason I choose to do my presentation on draft horses is because last fall my mom and I saved 2 draft horses. My mom saw them online, and they were very skinny and were within hours of getting ready to ship to slaughter. Luckily, my mom and I were able to go right away and see them. We were going to just save one. When we got there, we were looking at hundreds of different types of horses, donkeys, and ponies of all colors and breeds. We finally saw the 2 draft horses we were going to look at and decide which to buy. So, right over here is Maggie, the horse I have now, and this is Molly back then. These are the horses we saw online. And then these 2 are when we saw them face to face. And we have a little caption, "Don't worry, we will be back for you." We noticed that the 2 drafts were bonded. This means they are extremely attached to each other. Most likely they were a working team on a farm. They'll follow each other, and where one goes, the other wants to go. So we did not have the heart to separate them, and we got both of them. These 2 horses came from the Amish and were used to work in the field, and were also ridden. They are both Belgian draft horses. The word draft is an American term for the English word drought, which relates to pulling power or traction power. There are many different breeds of draft horses. Most people are familiar with the Clydesdale horse because they pull the Budweiser wagon. And here's the Budweiser wagon right here, and the horse is pulling them. Draft horses are known for their easygoing manner, and they enjoy working. There's a saying that a light horse may shout while a draft horse may only whisper. That means like a draft horse won't care that much if they get hurt. They'll keep on working and won't hurt that much as it will to a light horse. The Belgian horse is known as the gentle giant. And the reason they're called the gentle giants is because they get along great with other animals like this miniature pony. A 5-year-old could walk him there. And then they even get along with small donkeys. My drafts were named Maggie and Molly are 17.2 hands and 16.2 hands. Each hand measures 4 inches. The Shire horse is the largest breed, and one was 86 inches tall, which is over 21 hands. Draft horses can live for up to 40 years old. Draft horses are normally very easy keepers and do much better on just grass and hay diet. What can draft horses do? More like, what can't draft horses do? They are very versatile. They work on farms, they pull wagons, people can ride them. They compete in weight pulling contests and even pull a trolley car. And then, here it is. These are them showing. These 2 are riding. This shows that even a woman in a dress could ride them. This is pulling a trolley. This is like a show wagon, I believe. And this is pulling. This is about like 15 tons, maybe more. And then this is farming. And then, if you want to ride a draft, you will need a saddle with an extra wide tree and long belts to make it easier to find a girth to fit. Their willing and easygoing attitude, along with their love of work, makes them ideal for most everything. My 2 horses, Maggie and Molly, come running over when they see me. I learned a lot about health and safety when they came to my farm. We were very strict with quarantines. Maggie and Molly were kept in separate pastures where they could not touch any other horses. This was to prevent the spread of any diseases they may have picked up while at the auction. We had separate shoes to wear when we were in their pen, and we always used sanitizer on our hands and any exposed skin when we left them. We took care of them last every day, so there was no chance of any disease getting on our clothes. Maggie and Molly were happy when they got to the farm and immediately went to the grass. It was November, and when they arrived, since they were so skinny, we put on blankets. At first they were confused, but quickly enjoyed being toasty warm. We're all lucky that they never got sick, and after 2 months, we stopped our strict procedures. I can't wait till the warm weather where we can give them a nice bath and clean them up. Molly follows me everywhere, and they both seem very happy and grateful for their new home. And these are Molly and Maggie now. This is Maggie, Molly, Maggie, Maggie, Molly, and Maggie. Maggie likes her picture taken. And then these are, this is the most important part is the collar, so you can steer them. And then draft horses have a big neck to help them pull heavy cargo, like in this. A couple parts of a harness are the back and hip strap, the ham, and then reins and gag swivel. And then a couple parts of the horse is the most best part of the horse, the draft horse, is its feathers. It's got that name because it kind of looks like bird feathers a little bit. And then a couple parts of the horse are the crest, the neck, the mane, the wither, the heart girth, the underline foreflank, and the chestnut. And then, in closing, I want to say that I'm eager to learn more about drafts, and especially my 2 gentle giants. I think if more people see how versatile they are, that more of them can find a second chance after they are done working on a farm. Even thought they may be there big, they make great companions. Thank you very much for your time. Is there any questions?
I have a question.
Yes.
When you, let's see, I don't know how to ask the question. When you quarantined them, were there any specific reasons for the quarantine? For, like, I know quarantining is to make sure that they do not get exposed to any other livestock to spread any diseases. Was there any specific illness you were trying to stop from being spread?
Not really. No.
So I see, when you said at the beginning that you'll be back, you plan on adopting or rescuing more draft horses?
Yeah.
Yeah? Do you know how many you will plan to rescue?
We're supposedly answering one,
Okay.
but then we got 2 because they were a bonded pair.
Oh, okay.
And I'm gonna do this one. It's their first day
I
home.
understood what you had said earlier. Okay. Mom and Dad are like,
Don't worry.
draft horses eat enough food. Very
Yes.
nice.
Have you ridden them yet?
Not yet. Any other questions?